to actually identify what are our values in a negotiation. Then we got the cross-culture issue, and that's not only moving from one part of the world to the other, as I mentioned earlier, that's also just a question about meeting a different company. And we need to negotiate in teams, so that means we need to be able to lead and assist and coach other people on our own team and perhaps even our counterpart. And then we need to understand our emotional behavior. Had any one of you ever had feelings in a negotiation where you felt offended or annoyed or frustrated or happy or irritated? Have you ever tried that? Yes, my God, I have. And suddenly one day I realized, hey, this is an emotional process. I get personally involved with my emotions, so I need to understand my emotions, and I also need to understand the counterpart's emotions. I mean, if I can't figure out why the counterpart got angry when I said this point, then I got a problem. It's not their problem, okay? Then we need to be pretty effective in what I call communicative competence. That's all about making an impact, convincing other people and coming through. And what we're basically going to focus on today is naturally the focus down here on negotiation skills. And that's all about creating the added value through Negoeconomics and looking at the possible improvement in business results. Right. I got the pleasure of working together with an Israeli-American called Daniel Kahneman. And Kahneman is in psychology, and he was the first person not being educated in economics who got the Nobel Prize in economics in Scandinavia a couple of years ago. Isn't that kind of interesting? You have a professor in psychology who gets the Nobel Prize in economics. Isn't that weird? Now, I don't know what your feeling might be, but I don't think the Nobel Prize Committee, I don't think they're standing up with some dices and then they throw the dice on the table and say, oh, that was a 7 this year, who's that? Oh, that was Mr. Kahneman, let's give him the prize. I don't think it works that well. I think it's a very serious research where they're looking at possible nominees to get the prize. And I think all the researchers who have been nominated, I think they've been doing pretty serious work. Now listen very carefully for the next 3 minutes, guys. The reason, and the only reason that Mr. Kahneman got the Nobel Prize in economics was because he said the following, and proved it, by the way. All people in the world are completely irrational. No one in this world makes any rational decisions. All our decisions are based on irrational behavior. And on the way back to our manager, our wife, our husband, our colleagues, we add the rational stuff to support our irrational decision. Good afternoon and welcome. Did you know that you were completely irrational in everything you're doing? Did you know that? You didn't know that? You know that now?